And we're live. Welcome to the Writer's Life, place where we get the sight, sound, smells, taste of my particular writer's life, and where I have to move the microphone closer, and where you get the truth. Subscribe, punch the like button, and hit that bell for notifications so that you don't miss out on one super exciting video. My desk is very cluttered. So I was just... A buddy of mine yesterday, who I went to writing school with, Les Hegerton, a really great writer, he's one of those guys that doesn't talk much about himself and his accomplishments. I wish he would, because he's great on social media. But he did mention his Italian edition of one of his books. I forget the newest one. I think about his life story. The Italian edition not only earned out its advance, but like 2 or 3 times as much as that or something. Anyway, it's very popular in Italy, and I congratulate him for that. He deserves it. And it just got me to thinking, like, I know over the course of 20 years, like I've had years I've sold a ton of books, and and some years a little better than others. Anyway, it's a cycle. And so like I was like, I'm gonna try to find out how many books I've actually sold over the course of 20 years. And when I say books, I'm talking ebook, audiobook, paperback book, and hardcover book, right? So all forms. I'm hesitating a little bit because I did say audio, but like I did not include some of the audio in my count. Anyway, let's just get to it. So I only counted the stuff from Amazon, my under Bear Media, my independent books, and the books that I published with Thomas and Mercer. And I also included the draft to digital books, which pale in comparison to the Amazon stuff, right? I also included in my counting the Kindle first edition of Everything Burns. I did like 231,000 books. They gave them away for free. However, they paid me over $21,000 for those books for those units that they moved. So in my mind, I'm being paid for books that went out to people. So I'm counting that. But anyway, the point, I got as far as the year 2017, including 2017. And I was already, I had already hit 820,331 books sold that's just since like 17. And so like that number doesn't even include, I made a list. It doesn't include like any of the books I sold with Dell or Delacorte. Doesn't include the books I sold with Polis or Down and Out or what else did I work for? Any of the other publishers I've worked with. Doesn't even include any of those. Doesn't include any foreign editions. No Italian books. No Dutch books. No Japanese books. So I'm, like I have whole entire years I haven't even added up of stuff. I just stopped. So I'm going to assume that I'm well over 1 million books sold. I'm going to assume that, it could be like 1.3 million or something like that. But the point being, that's not bad, right? But that's over the course of 20 years. That I'm assuming it's 1.3 million. Like I said, I stopped discounting at the year 2017 at 820,000 books. But it just amazes me because there's authors out there that like they're killing me. Like they're doing like 1 million books a year. So especially the romance writers, like the romance writers that work for like the for the Amazon imprints, man, they just kill it. they freaking kill it. Good for them. They're just, I can't compete. But I will say this: the genres I work in, psychological suspense, that does okay. But like the noir and the gritty, hard boiled stuff, still a tough sell. It's still sort of a niche audience. So I'm kind of impressed that I've moved as many books as I have. But I think the success of The Remains up there, that really did a lot for me. That sold like between two publishers. So that book alone did over 300,000 copies probably, over the course of two or three publishers. And ironically, like Moonlight Weeps, which won the awards, the big awards, I don't think I've sold like 3,000 copies of that. I think 3,000 if I'm lucky. So you just never know. I remember an agent telling me once, he's like, yeah, one of my clients won the Edgar, and the book has sold like 500 copies. That's about it. So you just never know. You never know how it's going to work out. But anyway, I just felt like getting kind of an idea of how many books I've sold and over the course of time. And, not bad. So like, here's to the next million, right? Here's to the next million sold. All right. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. And ciao, ciao.